Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got the special report for you right now. Videos coming in from around the world. What are we looking at? Weather phenomenon, modification, something captured in the sky. Watch this. I've got Brent Cousins with me along with Apollo Asteria. We're going to be going over incredible videos just into Third Phase Moon tonight, so buckle up. What are we looking at the moment? Some people are saying we're looking at some kind of possible weather modification. Apollo, what's your thoughts here?
I mean, immediately to me, this looks like a Japanese woman in a kimono standing there looking down. It's very interesting. But, you know, the first thing that comes to mind really for me is HAARP and weather modification patterns. I mean, maybe the clouds are being manipulated these days. I know there's technology out there that's capable of doing that. That's the only thing I can think of with this because it looks very unnatural to me.
Brent, what are you looking at here? Is this pareidolia or some kind of weird weather manipulation or something natural?
Yeah, there's all sorts of things that could be brought up on this conversation right here. Could it just be natural phenomenon? People might just lean towards that, and I might be leaning towards that as well. But people are speculating right now that could this be like some sort of holographic projection or Project Bluebeam? Right now, we just don't know, but I think this is a worthy share right now.
Yeah, we've got strange weather happening around the world. I'm sure everybody's been noticing it. Is it modified? Is it being manipulated? We're not exactly sure, but we've never seen anything quite like this. That's why we're sharing it with you. And we've got a lot more videos in this episode. So give us a thumbs up and let's get to the next one. Right now, watch this. What the heck is going on there? Did you see that, Apollo?
Okay, to me that immediately looks like a Dementor from Harry Potter because I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd, and honestly, like, you know, in Harry Potter they have the soul suckers, which are called Dementors, and it looks exactly like that. But maybe it's a black plastic bag, like a garbage bag. It could very easily be that too.
You know, looking at this, when I first saw it, I was thinking the exact same thing. Maybe there's some high winds in the background, some tarp fell off, but look at the bushes to the left. You see a little bit of foliage. I'm not seeing any wind blowing. This thing seems a little out of place, but again, maybe mundane.
Right now, I'm just saying we got it, guys. This is it. The Grim Reaper caught at Third Phase of Moon. Solid evidence proven right here. I'm not sure about that, but right now we're looking at something caught from a security camera and very interesting. Hard to tell what it is. It's definitely captures the people's eye again. What is this? It's a dark figure, somewhat transparent, creating a shadow on the wall to the side as well. It seems quite large. Actually, it seems like stretching 30, 40 feet. If that's what it is, it's kind of unimaginable what this thing could be. Another good one right here at Third Phase. What else we got, Blake?
Well, we've got another one coming up, but again, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. You have two utility trucks just parked there. They got their hazard lights, and then this happens. But what happened in Popocatépetl this week is quite amazing. Just watch this. A fleet of UFOs exiting the caldera. We're doing some enhancements right now, adding a little bit of brightness contrast. What are we looking at? This isn't Starlink. There's no special effects. This is actually live video that was captured, submitted to us right here at Third Phase Moon. Something unprecedented. I have no explanation of what we're looking at. Brett, what's your thoughts on this one? Secret Space Force?
Again, if this is in space, there's a fleet up there. There's like, it looks like maybe a couple dozen craft going over the sky or even in space. We don't know. Is this coming out of the volcano? That's a big question. We see that it's active. We see the volcano's active. Popocatépetl is a hot spot for UFOs, and here it is, a good close-up with contrast showing a fleet. What is this? Your opinions, Apollo?
Okay, so what's interesting about this for me is the fact that it's a volcano. I mean, volcanoes have a lot of evidence of piezoelectric energy coming up out of it. If you look at any of the scientific evidence of this, it's very interesting because, you know, piezoelectric energy that's being manipulated down below the earth is just coming out all the time, and sometimes it comes out in different forms. And I've heard that it would be a great place for UFOs or flying craft to power up over. So, possibly that happens, but it's definitely a major source of energy.
Absolutely. Just imagine what we're looking at here. This is unprecedented footage. I don't want to wear out the word, but when we're looking at this, I haven't quite seen this kind of activity next to a volcano with multiple objects. Some people, again, might just be speculating Starlink. I'm not seeing that action. Again, is it exiting from the caldera of the volcano, or is it something out in space? We're looking at this, and guys, I want to get your opinions in this live premiere. This is quite amazing stuff. Any follow-up?
Yeah, again, the fleet of unidentified objects, if these are indeed Starlink, usually they travel in a straight line, but these are they're jagged edge. It's not a straight line. They're separated from each other. So it kind of like throws off the Starlink theory. Again, here's a nice like contrast, kind of bringing it all out there. We've been seeing this volcano. We've been following it for years at Third Phase of Moon, and it seems like it's one of the most active spots on the planet when you're searching for, you could say, UAP or UFOs. This is it.
Yeah. Popocatépetl is seemingly a magnet for UFO activity, and it's continuing pretty much on a weekly basis. When we're putting up Third Phase of Moon episodes, it seems that Popocatépetl is like featured on a weekly update. So this is astonishing what's going on in this region. We're going to be keeping a close eye. We're going to get to the people behind webcams to Mexico and the people that are keeping a close eye on the phenomenon here. And we've got more phenomenon coming in this next clip. This one kind of got us. We just received this just moments ago, and we decided let's just share it with you right now on Third Phase of Moon. Guys, I want to get your opinions. What is going on here? We're watching it right now, the phenomenon. Once again into Third Phase of Moon. Natural, unnatural. We've heard of ball lightning. We've heard of orbs dancing in the skies. Captured in Texas earlier this week. We're looking at it. It's just a moment of time captured within about 10 seconds of something that we can't explain at the moment. Is this natural or unnatural? What's your first impressions, Apollo, as you're looking at this? This is quite amazing here.
This is something I've actually experienced myself in my craziest paranormal experiences over the years. And, it really blows me away. I've gone to many conferences asking other people what their thoughts are on this kind of phenomena. And a lot of people say that it's either ball lightning or plasma, balls of plasma. So, I've really looked into the theory of this being plasma myself, and I think it's very fascinating to look into.
Brent, when you're looking at this, we've heard of the ball lightning, and here's another reference captured in Cook, Illinois, of the same phenomenon, broad daylight. We've heard of these ball lightnings jumping into living rooms and coming in through doorways, terrorizing people. Brent, is this something natural, or your thoughts?
Well, again, yeah, this is a phenomenon that our planet, the power of it could create this phenomenon, and it's a static electricity, ball lightning, all the above. Could it be a phenomenon? Could it be spiritual? Could it be UFOs? Again, we're looking at this. This is a dash cam video. I'm looking at something close. Could it be somebody walking across screen there? I'm not sure. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. This is a good static yellow ball. Here's a good transition of both of them at the same time. It's a phenomenon out there, and it's real.
Yep, it's interesting. 2001 and 2023, the side-by-side comparisons. Again, ball lightning is something super rare to capture, and that's what we like to share is weather phenomenon as well. So if you're capturing this on your security cams, don't hesitate to submit this to us at Third Phase Moon. Our email is in the description. Now, we've got even more phenomenon coming into Third Phase of Moon. Again, it just keeps rolling as everybody has their eyes on the skies. We're looking at this.
Helicopters don't
A
move
broad
like
daylight
that, right?
sighting, Mexico,
Helicopters?
San Dimas. Watch this. we're getting a still off the digital frame. It's showing something. Obviously, Mexico, South America, we're seeing these kind of broad daylight sightings on a continuous basis. We're looking at this once again. No CGI, no manipulation. What we're looking at, it's really up in the sky. What's your thoughts on this, Brent?
Again, weekly, this is so abundant over there in that area that we're getting this information all the time. Here's another good close-up that happened in Colombia just recently. Here's a close-up. It's shadowed, but it still represents the same footage that we're looking on the right. It seems consistent. Are these spacecraft or some sort of reverse engineered craft that is being experimented in that region? We just don't know, but what we're looking at is real. Apollo, what do you think?
Like that, right?
Well, I know that region of the world is definitely a major hotspot for UFO activity. But personally, I cannot explain what this is. I can't compare it to anything else I've seen. Maybe it's fake, but I do know that there is a lot of UFO activity in that area of the world. I've experienced it myself in my travels in that area of the world from locals, and yeah, so definitely interesting.
It really doesn't get much better than this. When you're looking at broad daylight sightings and people are actually filming it, the evidence is there. People want to show you things without, or they want to just basically tell you things without the evidence to back it up. Third Phase of Moon's archive is expansive and it continues on a daily basis. We're watching this right now. And again, broad daylight, no manipulation. The question is, if this were some kind of hot air balloon or some kind of festival, why aren't we seeing anything in proximity to it? It seems that this is kind of an individual scout in this certain neighborhood. It seems that it's on its own, right?
Well, sure. I like that you don't see it wobble. You don't see it like wobble like a normal, if it would be a balloon. But again, Colombia is a place where they create these exotic, elaborate balloon systems, and they put them up for festivals. They launch them up in the sky. I think some of the stuff that we see out there is definitely suspect to be some sort of man-made balloon. But this, again, is new footage. Don't know what it is, and it seems that it's doing capabilities that doesn't really resemble a balloon. It's not oscillating.
Once again, we're leaving it to you to decide. We're sharing you the evidence. We're looking at something that just came in, again, moments ago, earlier today. Watch this very closely. An orb in close proximity to a commercial airliner. All right, let's roll that once again. Again, we can't confirm exactly where this video came from. We're sharing it with you. We're trying to find out the original source. If we're looking at this video and it's 100% legit, we're seeing something quite interesting. We're not saying that this is at the moment. It looks legit, but we're trying to find out once again. It seems everything's kind of matching up though, Brown. Your thoughts?
Yeah, there's some parts that I find pretty incredible, but then there's some that seem a little suspect. There it is, right there on that moment of speed. I don't know, is this forced? Could this be CGI? Somebody sent this in today and they asked us to take a look at it. We're sharing it with you right now. It looks like a spherical ball, but this motion right there is a little erratic. It seems a little forced if it was done with CGI. Again, maybe it's caught in the jet stream too, and it created that motion there that made this metallic sphere, if that's what it is, to the side there. Apollo, what's your thoughts?
Okay, all I have to say is the aerodynamics of this makes no sense to me. I mean, how would it even be held up? It looks like a metallic ball to me, but maybe I'm wrong. I know people have mentioned sightings about this before, but to me it doesn't make sense that a metallic ball would be able to hold itself up. I don't know. So I just think this one's very strange, in my opinion.
Once again, we're looking at this, and it seems that everything's kind of locking up. Again, Brent points out to the maneuver, and if this were some metallic sphere up there, what's the means of the propulsion? These are the questions we want to find out, and you're on the ride right here with us on Third Phase of Moon. So when we're updating to you the world, the public's information in regards to the phenomenon that's happening in real time, we're the place to share it, and we're the place to upload it to get the world acclimated to the phenomenon, because it is happening in real time. And don't forget, if you want to catch up on what's really going on behind the scenes of the UFO cover-up, don't hesitate to watch UFO Endgame to Disclosure. It's available right now on all streaming services. I want to thank Brent Cousins, my twin brother, along with Paula Asteria. Everybody be safe. We'll see you next time.
It's a mind-blowing situation. For the public, it's like, oh, a conspiracy theory, it's entertaining. But if you're actually in a responsible position and you find out that there's a whole secret government program that you don't know about, it's a shock.
This report comes from a shadowy Pentagon department that was shut down in 2012.
The disclosure movement has been hijacked by people parroting the narrative and the script being written by these black projects. I would say 90+% of everything that's going to come out is false.
The most widely seen UFO right now is not alien, it's actually ours.
It's a great cover story for all kinds of criminal activities. Blame it on the aliens, right?
If we are being visited by interdimensional beings, we should know about it.
This has the big disadvantage of the truth being much more unbelievable than the fiction.
It's the crash retrievals that are the Rosetta Stone for solving the UFO cover-up.
The implications of this is the difference between extinction level civilization versus one that's going to take off to the stars.
Oh, what the hell?